Yo, book nerds! Today we're gonna talk about my pile of shame. I got this idea from Books with Emily Fox's channel. She's talked about her pile of shame in the past. Basically, a pile of shame are books that you have started but have never finished. And so today I'm going to admit all my shortcomings and talk about the books that I have started and not yet finished. These are all books that I have like DNF'd and just never came back to, but I still want to read. I have 6 books to talk about. It's really 5 plus a bonus because I don't know if I should count it on this list or not, but we're just gonna. So let's start with that one that's kind of like half in, half out of the pile of shame. So that is Romeo and Juliet by Shakespeare. I believe that I was supposed to read this in 9th grade. I think I read parts of it. I don't believe that I read the whole thing. May that be because I was lazier back then or I wasn't into it, I really don't remember. But I can confidently say I don't think I read enough of this book to count it as read. So I know what happens, but I didn't fully read it. So I would love to read this from start to finish and actually have the whole story in my head. So this is kind of a like, yeah, I finished it in school, but I don't think I read all the parts. And if I did, I don't remember enough of it at all. I don't remember reading it. Like I remember reading it, but I don't remember reading the whole thing. So pile of shame. Okay, now the rest of these are books that I did DNF because I wasn't feeling it. It wasn't the right vibe. I just wasn't getting into it, but I still want to try them again at some point. So up first, The Notebook by Nicholas Sparks. I enjoyed the movie. The relationship's toxic, let's be honest, but I had started reading the book and then I just wasn't in the mood for a romance. I just couldn't get into it and I just put it back down. I just couldn't get in that mood. I'm not much of a romance reader, so like I gotta be really feeling it for me to want to read it. Tilt by Ellen Hopkins. Now you're probably going, oh my gosh, you DNF'd an Ellen Hopkins book? Yeah, you know, I love Ellen Hopkins and I read her stuff all the time. She's like a automatic read for me. But I picked up Tilt and I started reading it, but then I don't remember how or why, but I somehow found out that there's like it's either a prequel or a companion novel called Triangles that comes before this, and I was like, I didn't know that. And it's not like you had to read it first, but once I had heard that there was a different book that you should maybe read before this, then I couldn't keep reading it. So I put it down. I went and got Triangles, but now I still haven't read either of them. So they're still on my TBR. Gallant by V.E. Schwab. I was going to read this last year and I picked it up and it was summertime and I just was not feeling it because the first like chapter, that was all I really read, and it was so like just giving me fall vibes and I just could not get into it because I was sitting outside, it was 80 degrees and sunny and it just wasn't meshing and I was not enjoying myself, and I really want to enjoy this. So I'm like, this is a fall read. I will read it in the fall. And then fall came and I ended up not reading it, and now here we are again in summer and I still haven't read it again. So someday in fall, maybe this fall, maybe next fall, it'll happen. But I just know for the vibes, I was not going to like it if I tried to force myself through it in summer. Confessions by St. Augustine. I had started reading this because I wanted to challenge myself and read an ancient classic. So then when I was reading it, in the introduction it talks about how Augustine's work kind of goes up against like the Aeneid for comparison, and I hadn't read the Aeneid at that point in time. And so I decided that if I wanted to get the most out of this, if this work really is kind of challenging the Aeneid, they're both ancient Roman classics. Like, I wanted to read the other one first. I wanted to read the Aeneid first before I read this. So I decided to put this down and wait, because at that point in time I hadn't read Homer's The Iliad or the Odyssey or Virgil's The Aeneid, so I decided I had to wait until I'd read all of those to read this, because I wasn't going to read the Aeneid until I had read Homer, and so like this just had to wait. But now I have read Homer and Virgil, so I could pick this back up now that I've done that. So that's good to keep in mind. This might be coming soon if I want to challenge myself again and read an ancient classic. And then the last book on my pile of shame is It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. And again, like, I just have to be in the right kind of mood for this, and this is a duology, and I had started reading it and then I just decided, no, I want something shorter. I didn't want to get into a duology. I was kind of busy with my classes, and I decided this wasn't what I needed at that point in time. So I put it down and I have not picked it back up. So that's unfortunate. But all of these books, all 6 of them, I still want to read. So if you love any of these books, drop down in the comments and let me know which ones should I prioritize on my TBR. Like, which ones should I give a second go to first? Or when should I, like Gallant, I feel like I should read in the fall. Are there certain times of the year that you think some of these would be better fit? Just let me know in the comments and we can chat. I am not getting rid of any of these books until I have tried them. So just because they're DNF'd does not mean that I don't like them or think they're bad books. It was really all me and timing and circumstance. So I want to give them another go. Well, there you have it. There is my pile of shame. What books are on your pile of shame? Let's chat down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll talk to you next Monday. Thanks for talking books with me.